Welcome class to Intro to Linux Admin, Winter Semester 2018, so COMS 130 WW01. My name is Joel, I'll be your instructor for this course, and this is a orientation video. Hopefully you guys are there. If you're watching it, that means you're there and everything is perfect and running smoothly, no problem. So, as soon as you log into Blackboard, the first thing you'll see is announcements. However, most of the work that you guys will be doing will be in test out, and I'll talk about test out in a second. However, I strongly recommend that you log in on a weekly basis into Blackboard. Actually, you do have to do that on a weekly basis for attendance purposes. However, I recommend that you log in more than once because the only way for me to get hold of you guys is via announcements in Blackboard. If it's an emergency, then I'll go ahead and email you to your MOT email. So let's go ahead and jump into the syllabus. So we'll open your syllabi. You'll find a few information, my name, my office, 2320 in the RTC building, the technology building, my office hours. If none of those hours work and you need to see me, please shoot me an email with your availability or a phone number. I can call you back, and a few good times to call you. You have my email address right here. You have my office phone number. Please leave me a message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. However, I'm only on campus Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you call me on a Saturday, Friday, or Monday, I will not be able to get hold of you. I won't be able to hear it. So if other than those 3 days, please contact the division technology. They'll be able to get hold of me and give me a message if it's urgent. They cannot wait, and you cannot send me an email. Now, if you send me an email, I please request from you, please remember to put COMS 130 WW01 in the subject title. Why? Because I receive a lot of emails, advertisement from the college itself, junk mail, etc. So if I don't see it's from a student, I usually ignore it or delete it. I don't even waste my time to going through and trying to figure it out. So please remember, please remember to go ahead and look into sending this within the subject title. If I go ahead and for any reason don't reply within 24 hours to maybe 30 hours, please email me again until you get an answer from me. From there, it shows you, gives you a description of the course. Please read that. Another thing that you need is your voucher. So it's a code that you need to purchase either from the bookstore, or I will be posting in Blackboard in a second after this video a code where you guys can go directly. If you're not using financial aid, you can go directly to testout.com and use that code, and the code will allow you to purchase it at a discounted price, because I think it's $500 and you'll be able to buy it a lot less for 100 and something. So it's, I think, a little bit cheaper than the bookstore. So I'll be posting that after this video in Blackboard. You guys will be able to see that in there. Once you get the code, you'll be able to go ahead and create your account in TestOut. You need also a microphone that is required, because you'll need to create a presentation, which is your project, final project kind of for this class. So you need a microphone to create that. Now, what else? Attendance purposes, it is taken on before Fridays of every week before 11:59. The semester starts on Saturday, so you have from Saturday all the way to the following Friday before 11:59 to complete attendance, and that's completed in Blackboard. You do not do so, unfortunately, I must report that to financial aid that you're absent. It does not affect your grade, it only affects your financial aid purposes. Objective, please read that. If you have any question, let me know. Competency, same thing. Class expectations, etc. So this is what you guys pretty much care about. The grading, the usual. Then tentative point, which is you'll have quizzes and labs that you need to complete. They're called exams and test out, but they're reality quizzes. They go from anywhere from 5 to 12 questions that you need to complete. And then you have 2 tests that you need to complete, a midterm and a final, which are worth 30%. And then you have a presentation, which is worth 20% of your final grade, and it's due at the end of the semester. I will post the info about the presentation, which is basically me assigning you specific sections from test out that you guys complete, and then from there you'll need to create something out of it. So I'll give you more details later. I don't want you to worry about it at this point. I want you to jump into test out and complete the work within test out. So here it talks about the requirements of the presentation. We'll talk about that later. Late work, I don't accept late work. You have to complete sections. You have 12, let's see, you have 11 sections that you need to complete. Only 2 sections are very, very long. So I'm giving you 2 weeks to complete, which is section 1. You have 2 weeks to complete that section, and then section 7 that you'll have 2 weeks to complete that section also. And I'm saying section, you might not get that. I'll jump into test out in a second, and you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about, section and subsections. As you can see, the deadlines, when everything is due, please take note of that. It's so easy to keep track of this, and you can work ahead. You don't have to wait until the end of the week or the end of the due date to jump on the next one. So please keep track of this so you don't miss easy points. The 50% of your grade, there is no reason for you not to get it done 100%. Why? I will tell you how to pretty much earn 100% on every single lab and every single quiz in a second. So cheating, financial aid, disability, please read that. If you have any question, let me know. MCC Care team is available for you. If you guys have any issues, please call them. They'll be able to help you. Possibility, for dangerous situations also that you guys can utilize. Basically, students' responsibility. Your responsibility is to check that Blackboard for announcements, and your email also for announcements. Usually if it's critical, it goes through email. If not, it goes into Blackboard. You are responsible to completing attendance on a weekly basis. You're responsible to complete all the assigned work to have a successful semester. And I really, I'm telling you, it's easy to complete this without any issue, without any problem. Disclaimer, if there's any changes to the syllabus, anything within the syllabus, which I don't foresee why, especially it's an online class, I will update the syllabus. I will upload into Blackboard. I will post an announcement in Blackboard, and I will send you an email also to your webmail, your Gmail at your MCC email. So why did I state, so based on this, those are the main things that you guys need to be careful about. Why did I state that you can earn, how can you earn 100% on everything? Basically, you can earn 100% on everything from test out, lab, and quizzes. It's because I'm allowing you 2 trials for you to complete every single section and subsection. So every lab you're allowed to do it twice, every quiz you're allowed to do it twice, and I will take the highest percentage, so the highest score that you have within the 2 tries. So it is very, very easily for you to complete 100%. I'll show you a trick in a second, which is a legal trick to earn 100%. So under content, you'll be able to find a PDF file that shows you how to register for the test out, how to create an account and register through the course. Please remember to do the last section, which is joining a school and then joining the class. A lot of people create their account, they don't join. Week 2, at the start of week 2, I'm going to go do an audit, and I will post in Blackboard. If anyone is not in there, I will tell you, hey, your account, I don't have your account. So I'll let you know by then. But if you're already working on section 1 and you still did not join a school or a class, it's not a big deal. It's still there. It does not go away. So don't freak out about that. Now, let's go to test out. So right here, you can sign up, and then you need your code to sign up. Which I'm not going to do because you guys, you'll need to create a brand new account, which I don't have. Use your MAT email just to be on the safe side, and then you need your activation code, which is the voucher that you'll purchase either from the bookstore or you purchase from the test out website. So once you log in, you will see multiple classes from previous semesters. Please be careful about joining the correct one. The correct one is COMS 130 WW01-Winter 2018. So make sure to remember to join the 2018 one and not the other section. So it's this one that you guys need right here that you can see. So you click on that one, and then you'll be able to see excuse me one second. Okay, sorry about that. You can see that it's COMS 130 right here. So you'll need to click on test out once you log in, and then you'll have right here, if you go under this button right here, that gives you all the stuff that you need to complete. As you can see, there is 12 different sections. Will only cover the first 11, so you go from 1 all the way to 11. Section 0 is basically just an introduction about Linux. There's nothing that needs to be done here. There's some videos of the guy talking. Those videos you can watch or not watch, it's up to you. They're not required. Some of them are kind of a little bit funky, bunky. The ones that you need to definitely watch, that I strongly recommend, are the videos where he's doing a demonstration. So you guys go through Unit 0 really quickly, and then you jump into Unit 1. And now under Unit 1, let me show you why I'm giving you 2 weeks to complete Unit 1. It's because look at all this sections and subsections. Not all of these are quizzes and labs, okay? So some of them are videos, some of them are just basic content. So if we start with the first section, you see there's, information that you guys can go through, read, video you can watch, which the videos he's talking are ones that you can skip, and not watch, because he's kind of his voice is kind of pretty monotone, and sometimes it can drive you crazy. The ones that you definitely need to watch, now here you can have this information which is critical to complete labs and study, and you can right click on it, try to print it and save them right there, or save them right here, print them as a PDF and save them in a USB drive. Now let's see, is this one a video where he's showing you how to do the labs? No, it's one also he's talking, so let's skip that one. You can scan through them really easily, really quickly. You don't have to watch all of them, but is anytime demo, I think it's where he's showing you, these are the ones that you definitely need to complete and watch, because these show you how to do actually the labs and quizzes. Now let's go ahead and look at, let's try to get, you see right here it gives you the command and a sub commands that are available with Linux, which is very critical. So we'll be doing Linux more from a command prompt more than anything else, which is very critical for you to learn. Why? Because Linux is mainly, you can really control it 100% through command prompt and not a GUI. So I'm going to go ahead and start my quiz. Once I start my quiz, okay, you answer the questions, whatever the answers are. Okay, so I'm just going to go through them really quickly. So right here you can see that there are 7 questions. So I answered my 7 questions. This is your first trial. You just finished your first trial. So go ahead and score it. So I scored, okay, 14%. Now, what you can do, which is kind of not telling you to cheat, but you're cheating legally. So if you click on individual response, it shows you the question and it shows you the answer. So the answer is right here. The correct answers are right here, and there's an explanation to it right there. Correct answer, okay, and then an explanation, and then you can do the same thing for all of them. Look, correct answer, it shows you the correct answer, and then again the correct answer, and the last one, 7, question 7 right there. What you guys can do, simply put sprint, you get all the answers and sub answers, save it as a PDF or Microsoft XPS, put it somewhere. I'm gonna put it on my desktop, call it whatever you want to call it. Call it the unit itself, like 1.1.7, and then once this opens, let me open that. Sorry, oops, my bad. Let me open. So right there, I saved it. I have the answers, okay, the correct answers. So I can go back to test out, done, and then do it again. Now doing it again, I have my answer key. So that's why I'm telling you, you can earn 100% on every single quiz. Why? Because I know what the answers are right there. So you can go back, hopefully you're reading why the answer is correct. So you can give it the first shot, and without looking at anything, and then from there determining, okay, did I get it right or did not get it right. So right there you can earn 100% on every single quiz. Why? Because I'm giving you 2 chances for every single quiz, and I'll show you how to do the same thing with every single lab. Okay, so right there I'm done with this one. I'll move on to a lab, which is, hands-on lab that tells you to complete something specific. So let's keep going through this. If we're able to see a lab, let's see, view lab. Okay, so I just started one of the labs that tells me to accomplish something specific, and you'll be able to do the same thing as I'm done. Like, I can't, I got it done and it's not correct. It just check my answer. Okay, and then let's see, view lab. Sometimes when you do them, they become funky. Like, my account is just kind of weird lately with test out, but just it happens sometimes. Let's see, why is it now showing me the let's see, you should be able to see the answer key for the lab that you've completed. As soon as you click on done, it should allow you to see it. Oh, let's see, maybe it's my just give me 1 second. Let me check if my firewall is blocking. All right, yes, it was actually my firewall blocking the lab. So make sure that it does not block pop-ups. That was the problem with it. So if you have that issue, you're unable to do it. That's what it is. So let's say it tells me you have to do something, custom script, blah blah blah. I'm done with it. I didn't get it right, so I click on it and look right there. Same thing. See, it tells you modifying the environmental variable line. It's incorrect. It shows you exactly the steps how to get it done. So the first time you're trying to do it on your own using the documentation that you have, using the video that you have. But if you're unable to do it, right there, if you click on done, so first trial, it shows you the steps. So you need to type vi, then etc pref underscore shell, then press a, blah 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 blah. So this also, you can you can right click on it and print it, save it as a PDF or take a print screen, and then you can go back and then do the lab again from scratch. So right there, it shows you that there is no reason for you not to earn 100% on the labs and the quizzes. Now, as for the presentation, I will give you specific instructions on how to get it done. You should be able to earn 100% on that also. So that's 20%. So that's right there, 70%. The only thing you need to do work on a little bit is your midterm and final exam, which also I will give you practice tests to work on a week before the due date of your exam. So you'll have practices that you'll be able to utilize before the due date of your midterm and your final exam. So that's pretty much it for the orientation. So at this point, what I want you to do is go on the discussion board and then introduce yourself. By answering those questions, I did introduce myself. If you want to take a minute to read it, if not, no big deal. I won't get mad at you. And then there's 2 other places also available for you to share. One is peer help. If you have questions about something that is not working, please post it in here before you contact me, and your peers will be able to reply to that, and I'll be monitoring that on a weekly basis and actually daily basis. There's another one, current event. I will post events in here if there's something new that you guys need to worry about, presentation, jobs, etc. If anybody else wants to do so, please do so also by adding stuff related to IT in general, security, networking, etc., etc. So that's pretty much what you guys need to worry about. So at this point, what you need to do is get your voucher as soon as possible. Number 2, make sure to complete attendance on a weekly basis. Number 3, just have some fun. That's pretty much what it comes to. And if you're looking at maybe trying to start installing dual boot A good version for what we're using is Fedora. So these test out company is using something more custom to their product, but Fedora is something that you guys can download and do a dual boot, or just install it on a USB drive and then utilize it that way. So definitely try to play with that. It's a good idea. If you're going into database, CIS, networking, security, you're going to deal with Linux at some base, at some level, and especially from a server side. I wish you a great semester, and I hope you'll have some fun. And please don't hesitate to get hold of me anytime you might have a question. Thank you. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.